I call this the no-brainer. You know
the no-brainer.
I call it the no-brainer because the most asked question, Pat, and I keep saying this to you guys, is I get private message all the time. What do I use for the fall?
Yeah.
How do I start my fall out? What do I do for Thanksgiving? And when Thanksgiving's over, how do I transition into the holidays?
Perfect.
So I decided to put this set together. So these sets are done to take you through the entire season. If you don't buy another one of my candles, this is the set to buy because it's what it does. It takes you through the entire season.
And you may want to buy a second one or one of each. They're called Holiday and they're called Harvest, so think about that, but you get all 3 of these. They come in a set of 3. They're the 18-ounce. They're the big ones. 4-wick candles, 170,000 have been sold. Harry, since you just introduced these, you're going to save $20 because we are talking about Countdown to Christmas sale prices on food, on toys, on decor. So take advantage of it because you're getting 3 of these huge, fabulous candles for under $40, free shipping and handling.
Okay. So I just need to dwell on the juices of the turkey. Let's talk about that. So, under $14 a candle here. You can't go to the mall and get a candle at $14. This is an 18-ounce 4-wick, right?
$13.33 a piece.
$13.33. I think that's the lowest I've ever been on air with one of HomeWorx candles. Then, you guys, you're getting the beloved, I'll say you want, free shipping and handling. So this is the time to try HomeWorx if you haven't, because if you don't like it, you can return it. It's free shipping and handling. And if you love it, it's the time to stock up. But let me go through the scents with you.
Yes, would you please?
Okay, so this is what I call the no-brainer. This is all you need for fall.
Okay.
So we start, this is gonna ship right now because we're in shipping mode. So when it arrives, you start here. You start with pumpkin caramel corn. This is buttery crackle caramel, exactly.
Wow.
Pumpkin spice, and salted popcorn. And it's not overly sweet, it's very sophisticated.
The caramel is ooey and gooey on the
Yes, it
popcorn.
is, but the saltiness also that it brings out. This is where you start. This puts you in the mood for fall.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for fall. I've been fall for 2 weeks now. So this is where you start. Okay. Then as we go into October, okay, you do autumn pine cone. Oh my gosh. Okay, autumn pine cone should have been called, as you've all heard me say, fall in a jar. This is fallen pine cones, red oak, fresh eucalyptus, and juniper berry. For me, this is taking a long stroll outside. The pine cones are on the ground with the fir needles are behind it. It's cold outside. It's crisp.
Can you hear the leaves just
crunch
rustling and crunching underneath?
And it's just getting dark out. It's not completely dark. It's not light. It's just when you're going to sort of take that night right before you walk, have dinner, and it's crisp and cold outside. That's this candle.
You got your
This is
sweater
October, and then going into November, what I call the mothership. My favorite candle I've ever created, I called it this year for the first time, Harvest Leaves. This candle is spiced pumpkin, mandarin, cranberry, fir balsam, and applewood. I use this year round. So this is the Thanksgiving candle.
Yes.
I promise you, if you light this candle for Thanksgiving, not only will it fill up your entire home, but everyone's gonna walk in with an OMG, and you can only get the Harvest Leaves here.
Okay. Oh, that's
in
good
this
to know.
set.
All right, so you get 3 of them. That's the harvest.
That's the fall. Now,
all right.
The day after Thanksgiving, everyone's running to go shopping, get ready for Christmas, get ready for Hanukkah, get ready for the holidays, and you start setting up your house festive-wise.
Absolutely.
This is where you go.
Okay.
Mistletoe magic. This is as though you're decorating your tree, putting up the wreaths. How heavy is that? It's a heavy, substantial candle. Yeah.
There's a lot of candle in this.
And this is it. This is sort of a juice. This is black currants, pine needles, fir balsam, and pomelo. So it brings the tree in, but keeping a little fruity because the season's just beginning.
Yeah.
Season's just beginning. Now you're going in.
4,000, by the way, have been ordered of these sets of 3 since Sunday when we debuted these. So make sure that you are dialing in to get yours because when they're gone,
That's
unfortunately.
It. Now, okay, again, the no-brainer for the holidays. So you've started with the mistletoe magic, then you're going into the season. Start bringing out the bring guns. Winter hearth. So winter hearth is that wonderful coolness, that crisp juniper, warm brandy, incense, icy spruce. It's so cold out that there's frost on the window panes.
On the inside.
Yes, and the inside, of course. And you've got a big fireplace roaring, a big glass of burgundy red wine, Maybe something getting ready for dinner. For me, it would be a hearty stew with lots of vegetables and beef in it. That's the candle that actually feels that. The kids are probably coming home from college for a visit.
Yeah.
That's what I created in that candle. That's the
You've
story
captured it beautifully.
Now,
My favorite.
the holiday is on us. Now we go to frozen balsam. If I didn't bring this back, y'all would have killed me. Fir balsam, frosted ozone, bergamot, oak moss, and evergreen. This one, the only way to describe it is Pat and I went outside, chopped down the Christmas tree, brought it in, set it up, and that fresh smell of the wonderful way the tree smells is exactly how that candle smells.
And how you sort of smell from being outside and the crispness, it just captures the moment so beautifully.
And remember, while I say full on holiday, go here, it doesn't mean if you have any of these left over, you can't burn them all together. Because that's when magic happens. Pat, just keep the lid off of that for a moment. So here, mistletoe magic with this.
All right, well. See, I love that you encourage us to layer.
Well, that's what we're doing here in front. So if you go down in front of us, all these candles, including fall and holiday, are filling up this entire studio. And actually, I want to go over there and just sit there because it's so yummy, it's so gourmand, it's tree, it's cold, and that's the magic of my candles. But only when you use the level of fragrance that I use can you do that. They're not cloying, they're not synthetic, and that's why you can combine my scents.
This is the orchestra. This is not a single note, without a doubt. Let me remind you of this also. The harvest is most limited, and that is the one that is most popular at the moment.
Sure, we're in the moment.
We're very, very busy right now. And think about it. I mean, you could do the keep one for you and then have 2 gifts. You can never have enough Harry Slatkin candles. The beautiful thing is, if you don't burn it, nothing's going to happen to it. You can save it, and then you'll have that instant gift.
For next year, even if you wanted to, or you can keep it in your closet. Is there ever anything a moment? It's January, holidays are past, but you're still going to a birthday party or an anniversary, and you're like, what do I bring? One of the candles.
Well, and you're not going to continue to get free shipping and handling on this. Take advantage of the free shipping and handling.
You guys
can
wanted
get these
that.
home for $8. We are 3 months away. That sort of, I have to admit, gives me a little bit of agita because I think, okay, all these things we have to do and enjoy between now and then, and all the things you have to pay for in life.
And I want to say one thing, Pat. Our keenest sense is our sense of smell. We smell before we do absolutely anything, and it goes right to our brain and relaxes us. So if you're getting that odds in a moment, light up the fall candles when they arrive now, so you start to get all through your Christmas shopping, all your cooking, all the lists, and make it pleasant, make it happy. I know we all spend tons and tons of time and money on our decoration, but this is the fastest way to decorate your home with scent.
I have dear friends. I'm very blessed to have many, but Lori and Joe, and they used to live in my neighborhood. And when I walked into their home, it smelled so good. I instantly
that's a memory that you'll have forever, how that smelled when you walked in and how you connected. And it's so inviting. So can we go through the scents again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But let me just remind you again, free shipping on candles.
Dun, da, da, da.
Free shipping on candles.
Come on, guys, 3 of them.
Even if you're shopping with us for the first time, you choose which credit card you want to use, and then it'll show up on 5 equal payments, I should say it correctly, 5 equal payments at $8. If you have the QVC credit card, that would be 6 for even less. So now's the time to stockpile. My suggestion, at least buy 1 of each set, because then you would have 6 presents for teachers, for friends, for the book club.
And normally I'm $5.50 for shipping on 2 candles.
Right.
For 3 candles, it's even more. So you're getting, I think, $7.50 off of every one that you buy and ship. Now's the time to stock up.
All right. Will you?
Should I go through scent?
Yes, please.
Okay. Pumpkin caramel corn. This is how you start fall. This is where we begin to get into this. So the minute these candles arrive, this fall no-brainer scent and how you do fall is where you begin.
Yeah, and no matter where you live and what the weather is outside, 2,500 of you just in this show have already dialed in. I have to say, this is the most decadent fragrance you have ever created for us.
Well,
I so could eat this candle.
The salted caramel. The salt of the popcorn, and that's what we took from it, is bringing that caramel out, and it's buttery crackled caramel with the pumpkin spice. So this is a pumpkin candle. It's just a really gourmand pumpkin candle. It's really yummy.
That
This is what
is
you
a
burn.
new definition to pumpkin spice.
Yes, this is what you burn the minute it arrives.
Okay. And as you're putting the lid back on and
Yes.
off, will you share with everyone your suggestion as far as how
Never
you...
blowing up my candles.
Yes, thank you.
Never blow up my candles. The reason being is I like a clean looking candle. I never like to look in from blowing it and seeing any residue from the wicks. All you do is you put my candle on the top, it takes all the oxygen away. Any black smoke that comes from blowing it out stays within the candle, but doesn't smell in the candle. And then when you're ready to start all over, you just take the lid off and light again.
3,000 of you now have already dialed in. When these are gone for the season, they're gone. There is no...
In French, the French call in fashion couture the highest level of fashion. The couture shows have been going on the last 2 weeks in Paris and in New York, and that's the shows that you actually see all the famous. Jennifer Lopez just walked down the Versace show. You see all of that, and that's called couture. That's what this is.
Yes.
This is the highest level of home fragrance you can get. This sets the bar. So we go from salted caramel popcorn, pumpkin caramel corn, autumn pine cone. Okay. This is fall and a candle. So if you want it to smell fall and what you think it should be told, beautiful, when the wax burns, which you'll see down below, this is fallen pine cones, red oak, fresh eucalyptus, and juniper berry. And why do I talk about the fragrance notes? And that's just 5 out of probably 15 notes in here. It's a movie. Every candle I do tells a story. It's not about an obvious scent.
Yeah.
It's about creating an ambiance and mood for you, your family, your friends to actually have memories from. And that's what these scents do. And it's never the obvious.
8,000 of these now since Sunday have been ordered. They come in the set of 3. They do have free shipping. They have 5 easy pays, 6 if you want to use your QVC.
The mothership.
Now.
Harvest leaves. Look at how beautifully they look. So this is my living room in New York.
Oh, gorgeous.
Look at how beautiful the candles, the stands. This is the magic. You could have all the beautiful greens and
Harry,
ferns.
how lovely.
But the scent, you don't smell it, but that entire house smelled of those scents. It's just a magical moment. And look, burn all 3 scents together. That's why I'm giving you 3 scents. While you can start through the season, there's nothing more special when then you combine them and put them all together.
And how lovely to have this in your home, whether it's just you coming home after work, as you said, and you're just relaxing.
I was just in the house this weekend, just Laura and I, light a candle in the morning as soon as we get up. And you know what? Every time we walked around, a different waft of the fragrance would come to us, and it made us better, happier for the weekend. That's what it does. Harvest leaves. The mothership, the last of the fall collection of the autumn one. This one is my favorite candle I've ever created. It's worth buying the kit just for Harvest Leaves. Harvest Leaves is spiced pumpkin, mandarin, cranberry, fir balsam, and applewood. Juicy, delicious, warm, inviting. This is the candle that I call the Thanksgiving candle because this is going to make your Thanksgiving oh so much more special. I don't even care if it's packaged out of the bag stuffing. This brings it alive and makes it special.
So that's the Harvest collection, but there is another collection, and you'll want to get both today because free shipping and 5 easy pays. Harvest now extremely limited. Make sure that you are dialing in and get as many sets as you want. But let's move ourselves into more of the holiday feel.
Okay, so now we've gone through Thanksgiving, and there's no doubt we're living in the moment, which is why I know you're all jumping on Harvest, and thank you for that. But the holidays are coming. And the minute Thanksgiving's coming over, all of us turn into that mood where, actually, even in New York City, the day after Thanksgiving, after the parade, Fifth Avenue becomes all lit up. The tree gets lit at Rockefeller Center. Festive moment.
Right?
That's what these candles do. They bring that Rockefeller tree, they bring the festivities of everywhere being lit up for the holidays into your home, and you start with mistletoe magic. So mistletoe magic, while you're decorating your tree and the holiday moments going up with all that bedazzle lights, it's black currants, pine needles, fir balsam, and pomelo. It's the fruity tree moment to start the season.
That's absolutely
so good, so good. Then we're into the holiday a little bit more. So now we're getting into really what I call the November part of the beginning of the holidays. Winter hearth. The fireplace is roaring, it's cold outside. And you know, Dan said this, actually he came back to me in my green room earlier after our show this morning. He said, what really amazes me is that your people you work with can capture coldness.
Yes.
The heat of a fireplace in a candle. And we do. This is crisp juniper, warm brandy, incense, and icy spruce. And you smell that icy spruce, that coldness coming into your house. It makes you just want to cuddle up and stay inside.
It creates the moment.
But now the mothership of the collection. So each one, Harvest Leaves was the autumn mothership. This is the mothership of this, the frozen balsam. This is my quintessential